Okay, so just tuned back into Good Morning Sri Lanka. We have the boys from Stigmata in the studio, and we were just actually getting into your Ian Wright adventure. Tell us a bit about that.
That was shocking for us because
he's one crazy dude.
He's one crazy dude, and he is definitely the most sought after travel icon in the world, I think. And he had first come down to Sri Lanka to do a feature on Sri Lanka, in the country. And while he was here filming, one of our really close friends called Delon Veerasinghe, who was involved with that project, had been listening to some of our stuff on his laptop. And then Ian had asked, I grew up on stuff like Genesis and Yes and stuff, you know, so this is pretty cool. Who are these guys? He said, this is a Sri Lankan band. He'd been like, no way. No way. You guys have shown us so much of stuff in this country. You didn't say you all have music like this. Next thing, they contacted us. We had to organize something in Andrew's rooftop where we performed a couple of songs for Ian and his crew. So the conclusion to that Discovery Channel program was us performing on the rooftop for Ian Wright. So the closure of that show was Sri Lankan music. He was so impressed that he contacted us a year later, saying that he started a new program, an absolutely mad, insane program, where he travels around the world and hangs out with different people and goes through different experiences. So he said he wants to come back to Sri Lanka, but he wants to spend 3 weeks here with a heavy metal band, go travel around the country, from Pinnavala to these guys hanging out with Muttaya Muralidharan, and it was
the Veddas.
To the Veddas. They took Ian to the Veddas.
The craziest moment was where we went to Vaunia to witness 64 weddings taking place at the same time for rehabilitated people in the north. So that was incredible. And Ian wanted us to play for those people.
That's not a very good idea.
We kind of abstained from that because we didn't have the gear and the right setup and all that. But it was superb because the idea was that for 3 weeks we would travel with the guy. We'd get a tour bus, put the film crew, everyone, Ian, everyone, and give him a proper metal experience. And the culmination of the whole thing was where we organized a concert at a club where we performed our album at the time for him. So that went really great. It went so great that I think that respective program on the Discovery Channel, they actually wrapped the program up with one of our songs called Piora Liberanos Emelo, which is Latin for Deliver Us from Evil.
Oh wow, that is amazing. All right, now tell us, now moving, that sounds like quite the adventure, and I wish I was part of that. I really do. Getting back to you guys. All right, now what are the struggles for Sri Lankan music that you guys have actually experienced since the dawn of Stigmata?
Countless.
I guess every day is like a struggle because you say you play for a metal band and like basically people are like, what?
It's not that bad now.
It's not that bad now. But when we started, I guess people were like, what are you doing? I mean, who listens to that? We're like, oh no, don't worry about it. We love doing what we do and we'll just keep on doing it. And
but we've proved those people wrong because there are a lot of people who want to listen to metal. And you get a lot of metal heads in Sri Lanka because actually they don't get the opportunity to listen to metal because it's what is fed to them is just, you know, Britney Spears and
so more like on the mainstream type of
Bieber and electronica music and all of that stuff, right?
So do you, what do you think from your perspective? Do you think that this is going to die down or something, like that hype of that type of music?
Oh yeah, that kind of music, man, will always it will sprout up like a mushroom. There'll be a lot of people that are simulating and imitating that because it's the trend we're going to jump onto. It dies off after a while because at the end of the day, see, the reason why metal, hard rock, classical music, blues, jazz, funk will stand the test of time is because actual human beings play it. You have to master your instruments through incomprehensible tribulations. And you know, in a country like this, there haven't always been people to support up and coming artists to pat them on the back and say, hey guys, you guys have talent, but why don't you try doing things like this? It's better for you. So it's always been a self-learning curve, as it was. It's different for artists now, because there definitely is an infrastructure now. You know, artists can go into clubs, they can get to play different shows, they can put together portfolios, they can promote themselves online through social networking media platforms, etc.
Right.
But when we started off, there were none of those things. One thing I'd like to say is that there is a misconception that when you say metal, that it is mainly chiseled and composed for a certain age group of people. That is not true. I think there are people of any age who can really find elements and aspects of what we do to be invigorating or intriguing, you know. But you have to give it a chance, and you have to be open-minded, because our stuff is not these what you call stuff that is made for just the 15 minutes of shame.
Right.
It has a lot of depth, it has a lot of character, and it's like watching a Tarantino flick or a flick by Francis Ford Coppola. You need to watch it a couple of times and let it all sink in. So no disrespect to Spielberg and Jurassic Park. I mean, you have the Jurassic Parks where you watch and you're like, wow, right? But then you have other movies that you watch where
you have to rewatch it again.
You need to rewatch it again.
Try to get what he's really trying to say. I get it.
So what we do is kind of like that, and we feel that what these guys were saying is, if more people have an opportunity to get their hands on this music, to listen to it, they would start to appreciate it as well. I mean, we've seen that happen.
Yeah, I mean, radio doesn't want to have metal shows or rock shows because they think their sponsors are not going to be happy.
Right.
But what do the sponsors know about people who want to listen to rock music?
Right.
That is true also.
Right. There are people who want it, they crave for it.
Right.
That is why the internet is really helpful for these people.
Right.
But I wish the media actually supported the you know, the rock music lovers as well, because they deserve a chance to, you know, listen to some good music. I mean, parents would say, don't listen to heavy metal, it's bad for you, right? And they let their kids watch, you know, all these gangster rap and stuff on VH1. I mean, I want to tell those parents, I mean, what are you all thinking? Seriously.
This is good.
Yeah, because I mean, if you listen to the lyrics in our songs, it's nothing bad. It's you know,
we are not disrespecting.
We speak sense.
Anyone or anything, you know. But what we do, it's not political or religiously connected. We sing about a lot of different things, and there's so much of stuff for people to delve into and to really absorb from what we do.
And also the other thing is, I think when it comes to sponsors for rock shows, they think there aren't people turning up for rock shows.
Right.
But I mean, you saw the pictures, you saw the crowd.
I did.
Right. And
but the amazing thing is that happens, man. You know, as much as there is, I mean, look at metal around the world. Look at India, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia. How many metal bands? I mean, I think Iron Maiden must be returning to India for the 3rd time.
Right.
So it's huge. You're talking about 60 to 100,000 people turning up for gigs over there, right? And there is a following here. There are people, and what we realized from after this Holodreams 10th anniversary thing is, because we realized there were so many people who turned up who are not necessarily metal fans, from different walks and backgrounds in life, who really appreciated this. There just has to be a platform for people, for us to be able to reach people, and for people to be able to have access to what we do. But having said all of that, big thank you to you guys, because it's guys like you who actually take the time to feature us on programs like this that helps really spread the word and what we do, that we are not a bad set of people. We're charming, good-looking set of guys that are shy and suffer from multiple personality disorder if you watch us on stage.
On that note,
on that note,
all right, we actually have a video ready of you guys, so why don't we check that out and we'll be right back.
It's 8 a.m. in Sri Lanka. 12:30 p.m. in Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea will be in Sri Lanka for the Commonwealth Heads of Government Meeting 2013.